My name is Sarah, and I just thought I'd introduce myself to you because if you are thinking of working with me, then I'm sure you would like to know a little bit more about me and maybe how I got into um, all of this therapy business. Now, I've been qualified since 2004. I originally qualified with reflexology. That was my first tool in my toolbox. And since then, I have qualified in a wide variety of tools and techniques, including EFT, emotional freedom technique, or sometimes it's called tapping, matrix reimprinting, matrix birth reimprinting, Bach flower remedies, massage, happy ear candling, kinetic shift, access bars, lots and lots of tools in my toolbox that I can offer to you. Oh, and Reiki. And what I tend to do is I will mix and match the sessions using any of my tools and techniques to you on the day, depending on what treatment plan we're working on and which roadmap we're following at the time. Now, I absolutely love therapies, and I love being able to help people to change their lives for the better. All right. So whether that's leaving go of physical pain, whether it's leaving go of emotional pain such as anxiety, depression, panic attacks, that kind of thing, or whether it's leaving go of a negative mindset that isn't working for you. So your self-doubts, I'm not enough, I'm not good enough, I'm not tall enough, thin enough, short enough, pretty enough, rich enough, all of those enoughs we can work on because they tend to hold you back an awful lot. And also any limiting beliefs that have maybe been passed down to you from your family and friends throughout the years, or beliefs that you've made about yourself in times of trauma or times of negative experiences. I love working with people when we can resolve those, because that literally that's where the magic happens, okay? And that's where you can leave go of the past and then move forward to the future in whichever direction you want to go. All right. So I'm very passionate about people not settling for second best in life. Everybody has a little inner sparkle, I believe, when they come into this world, and everybody can shine. All right. But over time, then your sparkle becomes smaller and smaller. Sometimes it gets covered over, I like to think, with sort of weeds and debris, or by sort of bullying tactics, by other people's opinions, by making beliefs about yourself that aren't very positive. Lots and lots of ways of dulling your sparkle. And with the therapies that I use, I love to help people to bring that back to life. So it's nothing more fulfilling for me to see somebody who maybe a couple of months before came in with tears in their eyes and really, really sad, walking around absolutely glowing and going after what they really want in this world. So I started as a therapist because of my daughter Jess. When she was born back in 2001, she suffered from migraines right from the very get-go. And the doctors at the time couldn't do anything for her because she was so little, because basically other than to give her the normal sort of medication, Calpol and that kind of thing. So I decided, at the time I'd been doing a taster course of reflexology in my local school in an evening just to learn a little bit more about it, and I got completely hooked. So I went back to train as a practitioner in order to be able to help Jess overcome her migraines and her headaches. And it kind of went from there. All right, and sort of 15 years later, here I am still doing therapies. Now, a little bit of sort of a personal background. As I say, my daughter is Jess. My husband is Rob. We live in Swansea in South Wales, and I work from home at the moment using a dedicated therapy room for my clients who want to come and see me face to face, or I also work one-to-one or in groups via Zoom or Facebook lives and Skype, things like that. Lots of different technology allowing me to reach out to people all across the world. So you don't necessarily have to be living in Swansea to work with me, which is absolutely fabulous. Now, a little bit about me just personally. I absolutely love having reflexology done myself. I think it's a wonderful, wonderful treatment, and I always fall asleep. I love angels. I work with angels quite a lot, and they're always very good to me and help me to guide my life. I love people with a good sense of humour. I love travelling. I love music. I love dogs. We love going to the theatre, good wine, good food, having nice friends. I am partial to a present or two, and I do like a surprise. All right. Things I don't like are conflict. Not very good with conflict at all. That isn't my bag. People being late. All right. Me being late. All right. I do try very hard to be on time, and sometimes I am late, even if my intentions were there to get on time. I don't like blue cheese. I don't like grey days. I don't like bad service. Ooh, big one there. No reason to have bad service. And moaning workers. If you don't like it, leave. And also people, my biggest sort of bugbear is people who are not living their life to their fullest potential. All right. So when I see my clients coming through the door and they tell me basically that they're settling for second best, that's one of my big bugbears. And I feel like I have to try and sort that or help them, guide them through the mist and through to the sunshine. So core values that are really important to me are being fulfilled, integrity. I love being happy. I like confidence, a sense of humour. I like fun, and I also like honesty as well. So that's a little bit of background into me. As I say, if you want to know anything more about me and why you should work with me, then please do get in touch. I will always be as transparent and as open with you as I can. Because I need you to be the same with me. Okay, this needs to be a relationship where we can talk openly and honestly with each other when we're working as therapist and client. So please feel free to ask me any questions, and thank you very much for listening. I'll see you soon. Bye.